Chosen one. Listen closely. Heaven hushes the room and places a hand upon your shoulder, drawing you out of the noise that has claimed your attention. You are not here by accident. You are here by design. A holy interruption settles over your timeline because God is addressing your body, your breath, your bones, your bloodstream right now. You have worn pain like hidden armor. But today, pain bows. You are not a statistic or a label, and you are certainly not a hopeless case file. You are a living scroll, authored by the hand that hung the stars. Your nervous system has memorized alarms that never turned off. Your muscles have stored stories they were never meant to carry. Yet the one who formed you knows every hidden switch, and he is flipping them to peace. Feel the shift as you breathe, agreement flowing in, resistance flowing out. You do not have to perform, strive, or prove anything in this moment. You only have to yield. Place a hand where it hurts: chest, temple, stomach, back. Speak softly. I belong to the Lord. And notice how your body listens. What has been a battlefield becomes a sanctuary. Safety walks into the room like sunrise through a locked window. The tremor you dread meets a stronger rhythm. The diagnosis that stalked you meets a higher name. From the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, calm begins to map new pathways where fear once reigned. Scripture says in the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 27, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give as the world gives. Hearts untroubled, do not fear." Let those words settle like oil on water. Peace is not a mood, peace is a person, and he is present. Your mind unclenches its fists. Your breath becomes a soft river moving through the valleys of your chest. Your heart, which has sprinted for months, learns again to walk. Listen, chosen one, what mocked you? Fatigue, ambushing your best plans. Flare-ups stealing bright days. Shame wrapping around your thoughts loses authority now. Heaven is tuning you. The same hand that balanced constellations is balancing your hormones, your sleep gates, your nervous system's alarms. You are not breaking down, you are being rebuilt. Your assignment is not cancelled. Ideas you shelved return with color. Laughter you postponed knocks on your morning. Lift your chin. Put both feet on the ground. Whisper blessing over your organs: heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, gut, and command alignment with the kingdom of God. You are not forcing anything. You are agreeing with design. Hear me, delay has drained you. Procrastination has disguised itself as wisdom, and hesitation has cost you hours you cannot recover. Don't do it, no matter the price. Step into obedience while the door is open. Mercy is leaning in, calling your name through chaos. Conviction is a gift, not a gavel. It is the map that leads you home. You are one turn away from clarity, one surrender away from the light switching on in every room of your inner house. Let forgiveness move through you like fresh air through a long-closed hall. Forgive the people who didn't understand, the systems that failed you, and even the earlier version of you who coped the only way they knew how. Release them. Release yourself. When you forgive, you evict bitterness from your bloodstream and make space for strength to return. Your immune system listens when your heart tells the truth. Speak life out loud. I cancel agreement with pain. I welcome restoration. My body is a temple. not a target. My nights return, mornings brighten, my endurance multiplies. I will carry my assignment with joy. I will finish my race with fire in my eyes and kindness in my hands. Notice the atmosphere inside your skin change. Where panic once dictated pace, purpose now writes the rhythm. Where pain once narrated your hours, promise begins to speak in a higher register. This is not performance. This is partnership. Grace does the heavy lifting, you rest into it. Let the room be still. Let your phone rest. Give these minutes back to the one who gave you breath in the first place. He knows how to touch what doctors cannot see and how to mend what time has tried to harden. You are safe, seen, and sheltered in his presence. And when fear attempts a final whisper, what if nothing changes? Answer softly. It already is. The proof is the peace. The evidence is the stillness. The sign is the return of your own voice, blessing your body instead of cursing it. Keep breathing. Keep agreeing. Keep receiving. If this word meets you where you are, honor it once like this message. Share it with someone who needs breath. And subscribe so you remain connected to this stream of healing. Then return to stillness and let God finish what He has started. Comment 777 below to mark your agreement with healing now. You stand in the afterglow of peace, and something in you asks the question you've asked 1,000 times. What if I am beyond repair? Hear me clearly. Your story has been misnamed by fear, mislabeled by pain, misfiled by timelines that did not include God's sudden interventions. You are not a lost cause. You are a sacred cause. The world stamped you with outcomes. Heaven writes a different ending. Your body listens when truth enters the room, and truth is walking toward you now. Look at the names that tried to own you: chronic, incurable, degenerative, permanent. See how they cluster like storm clouds, rehearsing forecasts that never change. They are loud, but they are not law. They are familiar, but they are not final. Your cells have been attending the wrong courtroom, where symptoms shout and verdicts echo. Today, jurisdiction shifts. A higher bench is in session. Evidence no one measured is presented. Mercy, design, covenant. The one who made you and calls you by name. Listen to the patterns, flare-ups timed to your hopes. Fatigue that ambushes joy. Sharp whispers that tell you to expect the worst. These patterns trained your attention to anticipate pain, but attention can be retrained. You are learning a new posture, head lifted, breath steady, shoulders unlocked. You are not naive, you are aligned. You are not pretending, you are participating in restoration. The same God who numbered your hairs is rewiring your story thread by thread. As Jesus himself declared in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 26, "With man, this is impossible, but with God all things are possible." Let that sentence move like light through closed blinds. Impossible is a human word. Possible is a divine atmosphere. When that atmosphere fills a room, diagnoses lose their glare, timetables lose their grip, and the body remembers patterns older than pain creation. Blessing and very good. Feel that memory waking, tiny sparks of strength returning to your extremities. A calm heat loosening the cold places that braced for impact. Do not despise the small beginnings of wellness. A deeper breath than usual. A softening where there was only hardness. A longer stretch of quiet between spikes. These are not random. They are the first fruits of restoration. The down payment on days you thought you'd never see. You do not need to manufacture a miracle. You need to receive what has already been spoken over you. Yieldedness is not passivity. It is how living things grow under true light. Your mind has worn grooves of catastrophizing, and that is understandable after what you've endured. But new grooves are being carved: gratitude, compassion for yourself, expectancy without panic. Speak to your mind like a gentle coach. We are safe, we are healing, we choose hope. Bless your body without sarcasm. Thank you. Lungs, for drawing breath. Thank you. Heart, for faithful beats. Thank you. Bones, for holding me up. Honor attracts alignment. Honor teaches cells how to stand at attention for life. Consider the deeper roots that often hide beneath symptoms: grief unwept, anger unmapped, disappointments that found no language. You are not punished for having them. You are invited to bring them into the light. Tears are not weakness. They are irrigation. As sorrow finally finds a riverbed, inflammation eases its argument. As forgiveness finds a voice, tension loosens its fists. You are not just getting better, you are becoming whole, which is better than better. There is also a legal side to this battle, a realm where accusations try to claim rights over your hours. You answer those claims not with frantic defense, but with surrendered truth. I release what is not mine to carry. I repent for partnering with hopelessness. I forgive those who wounded me, knowingly or not. I forgive my own body for not meeting my expectations. With those words, doors unbolt in places you cannot see, and airflow returns to rooms you forgot existed. Now, imagine your future from the vantage point of restoration, not resignation. Errands that used to cost you a day of recovery become ordinary again. Sleep returns as an ally instead of a gamble. Meals nourish instead of trigger fear. You wake with clarity rather than survive by grit. This is not fantasy. It is the map rolled out before you. You will not sprint every mile, but you will finish your race with steady joy. Your identity is not the sick one. Your identity is the chosen one who heals. Hold this steady. You are not broken beyond repair. You are held beyond measure. Even in the intervals where symptoms argue loudly, you are not back at zero. You are building capacity. Every day you choose alignment. You gain ground. Every hour you bless your body. You rewrite script. You are a temple under restoration, scaffolded by grace, lit by promise, guarded by the presence that will not let you go. You notice how your body keeps telling the same story in different dialects, a tightness at the base of your skull when certain names are mentioned, a rush of heat in your chest when a memory walks in unannounced, a sudden drain of energy after you agree to something against your spirit. Symptoms are not traitors, they are messengers. They wave flags where old battles still smolder. They flash warning lights where agreements were made in the dark, some by you, some pressed upon you by others' words. When you begin to listen without panic, you discover that pain is often a parable, a signpost pointing to a door that must be opened or a cord that must be cut. Consider how a sentence spoken over you years ago still echoes in your flesh. You're too much. You're never enough. You'll always be sick. These are not mere syllables. They are scaffolding that tries to shape your posture. And then there are the private vows you whispered to survive. I'll never trust. I don't need anyone. I'll carry it alone. Your muscles heard you. Your immune system heard you. But heaven is interrupting those broadcasts and offering a countersound, beloved. You are not doomed to the old frequency. You can tune to truth. Breathe slowly. Ask your body where it learned to flinch. Ask your heart where it learned to sprint. Ask your gut why it clenches at the hint of disappointment. Let the answers rise without shame. You are not interrogating a criminal. You are interviewing a faithful witness. When tears come, do not despise them. Tears wash dust off ancient inscriptions so the words become readable again. Grief is not your enemy. It is a door through which comfort enters with dignity. According to what is revealed in the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 22, for they are life to those who find them and health to one's whole body. Let life and health be more than metaphors. Imagine truth flowing like clean water through old pipes, flushing bitterness, cooling anger, dissolving fear. Imagine forgiveness as oil on seized hinges, letting the locked door swing open at last. Your symptoms may spike when you approach certain rooms in your memory. That does not mean you are regressing. It means you are near a hinge. Stay gentle. Stay honest. Stay present with God, who will not rush you or abandon you mid-story. Trace the timeline. When did the migraines begin? When did sleep fracture? When did the skin flare? What agreement formed around that time? Perhaps you began saying, "I'm the problem," or "nothing good lasts," or "my body always betrays me." These statements weld the nervous system into a crouch. Replace them now. Out loud and without apology, I am loved and being made whole. Goodness meets me and holds. My body is learning safety with God. Feel how your shoulders lower at the sound of your own voice, selecting mercy. Some of your symptoms are the residue of carrying what wasn't yours, other people's moods. Chaos from rooms you didn't create. The weight of roles you had to adopt too soon. Put them down. Return the heavy cloaks to their owners, even if only in prayer. Say, I bless them and I release them. Watch how your spine lengthens a fraction, how your breath broadens. When you stop playing custodian to everyone's storm, your body stops living like a shelter in a hurricane. There is warfare. Yes, but you are not a punching bag, you are a lamp. Your light does not argue, it exposes. So bring the symptom into the light like a child needing comfort. I see you. Pain. I hear you. Anxiety. Thank you for trying to protect me. Now follow me to the one who knows what to do. This is not denial. This is discipleship for your biology. You are teaching your body to follow the shepherd through the valley and not set up camp in the shadow. If a pattern repeats, get curious, not cruel. Curiosity opens doors, cruelty slams them. Ask, what is this pain asking me to bless? What boundary is this fatigue begging me to draw? What truth is this flare-up urging me to say aloud? Often the answer is small and specific. Rest 15 minutes. Say no to that demand. Tell the truth to that friend. Drink water. Step outside. Take 3 slow breaths. Forgive that moment from last week. Small obediences unhook large alarms. Comment, I hear. When you write those 2 words, you are saying to your body and to heaven, I choose to listen before I label, to bless before I blame, to bring my whole self into God's presence without editing. This simple act marks a pivot. Agreements with despair loosen. Agreements with life take root. Your symptoms receive a new assignment, not to torment you, but to guide you into gentleness, order, and healing. You do not have to decode everything in a day. You only need to keep walking in the light, where every story becomes a testimony. You feel the hush within your skin, the way a storm field suddenly quiets before rain. Your body has learned to live with alarms blaring, tiny klaxons in the jaw, shoulders knotting into armor, a drumbeat behind the eyes, a throb in the gut that mimics danger even when the room is safe. You did not choose this watchtower posture. It grew from long seasons of bracing, but the watchman of your soul is stepping onto the ramparts now, and he is relieving you of duty. You do not have to scan the horizon for threats while you sleep. You do not have to hold your breath under invisible waves. The order of heaven is descending into the circuitry of your nerves. Place your attention at the base of your skull and imagine a hand there, steady, warm, kind. The old messages: quiet, hurry, defend, anticipate harm. New messages: arrive, rest, release, receive. You notice the tongue soften from the roof of your mouth, the brow unfurl, the ribcage widen. You are not forcing calm onto chaos. You are granting access to the one who speaks, and the sea becomes glass. When peace takes the captain's chair, your parasympathetic gates open like dawn, and the body remembers how to repair instead of merely endure. Even the smallest shifts are sacred: a longer exhale, a slower pulse, a warmth in cold fingers. These are the footprints of presence moving through the temple. The temple is you. Your spine is the nave. Your breath, the incense. Your heartbeat, the liturgy. The alarms that once dictated your every move begin to unhook, one by one, as if a field of tripwires were being carefully disarmed by a skilled hand that never shakes. It was proclaimed in the second letter to Timothy, chapter 1, verse 7, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind." Let the phrase "sound mind" settle over your neural pathways like gentle rain. Sound mind does not mean sterile mind, it means tuned mind. Think of a harp freshly tightened, each string aligned to true pitch. Your amygdala hears a hallway footstep and no longer screams fire. Your prefrontal doors stay open so wisdom can finish her sentence. Fear resigns its false role as teacher. Love takes the lectern. Trace this mercy through your systems, in your gut, where vigilance used to churn acid into appetite. Peace teaches digestion to trust the table again. In your chest, where breath hitched at the thought of tomorrow, peace spreads the day into wide pasture. In your hands, where tremor rehearsed catastrophe, peace lays tools beside purpose and says, "We will use them gently." Your hormones listen and adjust their tides. Your sleep approaches without argument. Your dreams grow green again. You are not becoming numb. You are becoming precise. Numbness dulled everything, even beauty, to survive the noise. Precision lets you feel without drowning, notice without spiraling, remember without rebleeding. The shepherd walks you back to the gates you fled through and shows you how to lock them from the inside. The panic key no longer fits. The mercy key turns easily. Your nervous system has a memory of Eden. It knows the cadence of walking with God in the cool of the day. Trauma tried to overwrite that score with the percussion of threat. Today, The composer re-enters the hall, lifts his hand, and the orchestra returns to the motif you were created to play. You do not need to shout to be heard. You do not have to prove you deserve oxygen. You do not have to brace for the next wave. You are allowed to inhabit your own frame like a home, not a bunker. When echoes of old alarms rise, you will not scold yourself. You will greet them with authority and kindness. I hear you. The danger has passed. Follow me into peace. You will breathe to the bottom of your lungs and feel the floor hold your weight. You will bless your vagus nerve like a river, thanking it for ferrying calm across your inner country. You will practice small obediences, slow sips of water, light on your face at morning, 5 minutes of true stillness until calm becomes your native tongue. Your body's job is not to make you holy. Your body's job is to partner with the Holy One. Together, you will keep company with goodness. Together, you will walk unafraid through days that used to undo you. Together, you will carry quiet into rooms that roar and watch the roar tire of hearing itself. This is what it feels like when God touches your nervous system. The war ends without you losing yourself, and you learn to be whole at human speed. Fatigue arrived like fog, gradual then total, and you wondered when your strength slipped out the back door. You blamed willpower, then schedule, then age, while something subtler gnawed at your margins. Hear this with clarity. Your energy has been under strategic pressure because your assignment requires stamina. If joy is your fuel, then despair is the slow leak. If purpose is your engine, then distraction is the sand in the gears. The enemy cannot revoke your calling, so he tries to drain your capacity to carry it. But the God who chose you is not merely patching a hole. He is replacing the tank, renewing the oil, and tuning the entire vehicle of your life. Notice the patterns that preceded the collapse over giving past your yes. Saying, "I'm fine," while your bones whispered, "I'm tired." Staying late for battles that were never yours. Energy hemorrhages through unguarded boundaries and agreements with hurry. Your body kept the receipts, aching joints, aching jaw, mornings that felt like midnight. Yet, even in the weariness, a gentler truth kept tapping. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to receive. You are allowed to let God be strong where your strength frays. Look back at the days that surprised you with vigor. What was present, often, it was alignment, clear priorities, honest no's, quiet pockets of prayer, food that blessed rather than punished, friendships that returned laughter to your muscles. Energy is not just calories, it is coherence. When your words, choices, and values agree, vitality returns like birds to a cleared sky. When your inner world stops arguing with itself, you stop leaking power. There is also spiritual theft to confront the slow siphon of fear scenarios rehearsed in the dark. The constant scan for what might go wrong. The endless autopsy of conversations already buried. These loops do not fuel you, they tax you. Step out of them decisively. Bless the past, bless the people, and release the reels. You are not abandoning care, you are choosing stewardship. You are not numbing, you are narrowing to what God actually assigned. We find in the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 13, "I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength." Let that sentence stand like a lighthouse at the edge of your decision-making. Through Christ means through companionship, not through grim will. Through Christ means strength that arrives with wisdom about pace, with grace for limits, with joy that multiplies effort. You will not be strong for everything, you will be strong for the right things. That is favor, not failure. Practice the exchange in real time. When dread rises at the start of the day, answer with a simple liturgy. Today I choose clarity over chaos, presence over panic, obedience over overextension. Then move one task at a time, blessing each completion, forgiving imperfect edges. When the afternoon slump whispers that you are behind, remember that behind is a myth invented by speed. You are exactly where obedience places you, and obedience is never late. Your biology is ready to partner. Hydrate as a sacrament, not a chore. Let light strike your face early. Step outside and remember that the earth, too, receives before it gives. Feed yourself like you will need strength tomorrow, because you will. Guard your evenings from screens that turn your nervous system into a stadium. Choose gentler inputs, a psalm aloud, a warm shower, a conversation with someone who loves you without agenda. These are not small, they are strategic. And when you feel the tug to overperform, ask quietly, what am I trying to earn that has already been gifted? The Father's affection is not a paycheck. You are not an orphan competing for a ration of strength. You are a child with access to a house full of resources, peace that overrides panic, wisdom that orders steps, joy that outlasts trouble. Draw from that storehouse without apology. If this word breathes ease into your chest, I want to ask something simple and sincere if it serves you. Like this message, share it with someone running on fumes, and subscribe so these reminders keep finding you on the days you forget how to rest. No pressure, only an open door for companionship on the road back to strength. Now, place your hand over your heart and whisper, I am resourced. Sit for a moment and sense the truth of it, not borrowed, not begged, given. You do not sprint to prove you are alive. You move because you are alive. Your energy is returning not as a flash that fades, but as a river that keeps a steady course, fed by a source that does not run dry. Walk in that flow, one faithful step at a time, and watch endurance rise like the morning. Close your eyes. Chosen one, for these next 5 minutes, you step off the spinning carousel and enter a quiet chamber where God attends to the details of your body. Let your hands rest open. Unclench your jaw. Feel the weight of your shoulders slide down your back as if a yoke is being lifted, because it is. You do not need to manage this moment. You only need to yield. Heaven is not far. Heaven leans close. The room doesn't have to be silent for peace to speak. Peace speaks with authority, even over noise. Begin with breath. Inhale gently through your nose to a slow count, allowing your ribs to widen like doors opening. Exhale even slower, releasing borrowed fear, releasing deadlines that pretend to be destiny. Feel the air trace a path from throat to belly, a river that cleanses as it moves. Imagine warm light gathering at the base of your skull, releasing the tight coil of vigilance. Let that light travel behind your eyes, softening the muscles that have scanned for danger too long. You are not under siege, you are under mercy. Now, place your awareness at the center of your chest. Picture a steady hand there, kind, certain, unhurried. Your heart hears the cadence of a safer world and gently adjusts. Anxiety, which once stood guard with a loud whistle, sets the whistle down. Control, which paces hallways at night, sits. You are not trying to feel anything. You are letting God do what God does speak. And it is so. Peace is not a vapor. Peace is a person seated on the throne, placing his calm into your frame. Move the light to your abdomen. Bless the gut that has clenched at anticipation. Let ease unthread the knots. Picture the vagus nerve like a river delta, spreading rest through your inner country, sending quiet to stomach, liver, pancreas, intestines. Your digestion remembers trust. Your hormones feel the shift and negotiate a gentler tide. Sleep begins to plan its faithful return. We are reminded through the writings of David in the Psalms. Chapter 23, verse 4. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, your rod and your staff. They comfort me. Let with me anchor you. You are not walking alone, you are being escorted. The rod ends lies, the staff draws you close. In this nearness, your nervous system learns a new alphabet: rest, receive, repair. Feel your lower back soften as if invisible hands are smoothing a crumpled map. Feel your shoulders widen, making room for breath. Let warmth trickle into fingers and toes, thawing the frost of chronic bracing. Scan your body with kindness, forehead soft, eyes rested, tongue released from the roof of your mouth, throat open for truth, chest spacious, belly blessed, pelvis steadied, legs grounded, feet held. You are not fixing, you are noticing, and what you bless, you invite into order. If a pocket of pain speaks up, do not flinch. Greet it like a child who needs a steady adult. Say within, I see you. Thank you for trying to protect me. Come with me into the presence that knows what to do. Notice how even pain becomes less sharp when seen without judgment. Now imagine God walking your inner corridors. He pauses at cells that have carried inflammation and says, enough. He kneels by joints that have remembered impact and whispers, be new. He stands within your blood like sun over a river and speaks purity, alignment, resilience. Organs lift their heads as if hearing their names called at roll. Systems synchronize like instruments tuning to a perfect pitch. You do not create this, you consent to it. Consent is the key. Grace is the engine. As thoughts try to tug you, outward lists, loops. Unfinished conversations, let them pass like birds crossing a window. You do not have to chase. You are practicing holy stillness, which is not the absence of motion, but the presence of trust. Every slow exhale tells your body, we are safe, here and now. Every gentle inhale says, we receive what we need. In this posture, expectancy rises without strain. You become receptive land after rain, ready to sprout what God plants. Hold steady for one more minute. Bless your future self who carries this peace into ordinary tasks. Bless your evening with true rest and your morning with unhurried strength. Bless the conversations that will be calmer because you refused to feed the whirlwind. You are not escaping life. You are being equipped for it. At the close of this 5-minute sanctuary, keep your eyes closed a moment longer and seal it with a simple act of agreement. Comment 999 below. Those 3 digits say, I align with completion what God starts in me. He finishes body, mind, and spirit. It marks a moment your nervous system will remember the day you chose consent over control and peace over panic. When you open your eyes, open them like a blessing. Sit upright, roll your shoulders back, drink water slowly. Carry this calm as assignment, not accident. You are learning to be healed at the pace of love. And love is here. You stand very still while God begins a walkthrough of your inner country. He does not hurry. He knows the shape of every corridor, the temperature of every room, the story in every cell. You feel his nearness like warmth that thinks, like light that listens. He starts at the crown of your head, quieting the chatter where worry tries to colonize the mind. Neurons receive order. Stormy circuits smooth. Chemistry relearns balance. Over your eyes, he breathes clarity. Lifting the film of dread, so color returns faithful and true. He moves to your ears and untangles the webs spun by harsh words. You begin to hear guidance without static, kindness without suspicion. He blesses the joints of your jaw where nighttime arguments clenched and cracked. Release comes like dew. Down your neck he traces peace into tendons and the braided ropes of the trapezius that carried years of unspoken load. The throat opens for truth, for singing, for yes and for no spoken cleanly. At the thyroid, he restores proper pace, neither frantic nor sluggish, but tuned to calling. Over the shoulders, he lays a mantle that is light, fit for the size of your assignment. The heart receives him like a cathedral receives sunrise. Valves relax. Rhythm steadies. Electrical timing aligns with mercy's metronome. The lungs widen like fields after rain. Breath arrives without an argument. Panic had lived here like a squatter. Notice how it packs quietly and leaves. He steps into your blood like a sovereign entering a river. Inflammation bows. Coagulation cooperates. Red cells regain vigor. White cells remember wisdom, defend without attacking the house they guard. The vascular highways clear. Pressure finds its proper range. You sense the hum of purification. The slow procession of toxins toward the exit doors designed for their departure. The voice of God thundered in the book of Exodus. Chapter 15, verse 26. I am the Lord, who heals you. He continues to the liver, the alchemist of burdens, and rewrites its script from overwork to overflow. Enzymes align with rest. Bile flows like a well-timed river. In the gallbladder, grit releases. In the pancreas, insulin and glucagon become courteous partners again. Over the stomach, he speaks gentleness. Acids measure themselves by wisdom, not by fear. The gut lining seals its broken fences. The microbiome becomes a choir instead of a riot, singing stability through every hour. He kneels at the kidneys, rinsing the waters of your inner lake. Filtration sharpens, retention yields, electrolytes fall into cadence. Swelling retreats from the outskirts as fluid finds its rightful paths. Over adrenal towers, he lowers the drawbridge and declares the siege finished. Cortisol stops sounding false alarms. Adrenaline stops sprinting with nowhere to go. In their place, steady endurance rises, quiet, durable, kind. He blesses reproductive organs with dignity and future, soothing cycles that became storms, healing grief that camped in hidden places. He lays a warm hand across the lower back, smoothing hard memories from muscles that learn to guard. Joints hear the verdict of renewal. Cartilage drinks hope. Inflammation lessens its shout. Bones remember their maker and grow confident again beneath the weight of ordinary days. He enters the marrow, where blood begins, and speaks origin words clean, strong, ordered. He touches the immune code and teaches it discernment: what is threat, what is friend, what is you, what is not. He steps into mitochondria, tiny furnaces, and fans their flame until fatigue loosens and strength hums like a low, good engine. He walks the genome's halls and refuses every curse that tried to write itself into permanence. Propensities lose inevitability under the pen of grace. He turns to the skin, your boundary with the world, and tells it to trust touch again. He calms the histamine drums and quiets the itch of old alarms. He pours oil on scars, surgical, emotional, invisible, until their edges soften and their stories end in honor. He blesses sleep like a faithful friend, standing at your door with an overnight bag and a promise to stay throughout. He keeps asking one question that requires no words: will you let me? Each place that answers yes brightens. Each yes becomes a lighthouse to neighboring tissues until the whole harbor gleams. You are not conjuring this with effort. You are consenting to the one who loves your frame more than you do, who designed it for resilience, for joy, for service without self-erasure. Now, be still and let the tour conclude in awe. Your body is a temple of coordination, a sanctuary of systems learning to sing together again. What was scattered gathers. What was confused clarifies. What was inflamed learns to cool. This is not a temporary truce. It is the beginning of governance, the government of peace on the inside, steady and real. Carry it with humility. Walk gently. Let strength become your new normal, and kindness your gait. You feel it like a quiet undertow, patterns that repeat across years and faces, symptoms that echo a parent's sigh, a grandparent's silence, an aunt's whispered story of that same thing. Generational sickness often travels with generational narratives. We are the family that gets migraines, the family that breaks under stress, the family with weak hearts, sugar troubles, early graves. These sentences become scaffolding around the body, and the body dutifully lives inside them. Today, the carpenter arrives with a gentler blueprint. He honors the history without letting history dictate your future. He acknowledges the grief of what was suffered, and then he lays an axe to the root of what was never meant to rule you. Begin by noticing how inheritance feels in your body. Perhaps your chest tightens when you remember hospital corridors, or your stomach drops at the smell of antiseptic, or your breath stutters at the sound of a diagnosis pronounced at a family table. These aren't failures of faith, they are story markers. You are allowed to weep for what your bloodline carried, allowed to bless those who did their best with what they knew, allowed to say, enough. You are not cutting yourself off from love, you are cutting illness off from authority. Compassion remains, captivity ends. Now, speak with clarity to the unseen agreements. Somewhere along the line a vow may have formed. This is just who we are. Reverse it. Say aloud, this is who we were. But in Christ, this is not who we must be. Honor your ancestors by refusing the scripts that harmed them. Place your hand over your heart and bless your lineage names. faces, dates, places, and then bless the holy disruption that is arriving through you. Your family does not need a perfect hero. It needs a faithful hinge. And you are that hinge. The apostle reminds us in his letter to the Galatians, chapter 3, verse 13, Christ redeemed us from the curse of the law by becoming a curse for us. Let redeemed become the earthquake that shifts the ground under inherited sentences. Redemption is not amnesia, it is transfer of ownership. Your body, once managed by fear-based expectations, now comes under a new administration, mercy, wisdom, promise. In this new governance, hereditary tendencies lose inevitability. Propensities are not prophecies. Patterns are not prisons. DNA provides information. It doesn't get the final interpretation. The interpreter has entered the room. Picture a tree with deep roots winding through generations. Some roots are holy resilience, kindness, work that honors others, songs that outlived sorrow. Keep them, water them, but look at the taproot of sickness that clenched like a fist in the soil. See the hand of God close around that root and draw it up, not violently, but completely. The soil opening like a healed wound. Where the root leaves, a spring breaks the surface. Where there was drought, water rises. Where there was a curse, a blessing now flows. You will still practice wisdom boundaries. Sleep, nourishment, movement, but you will do so as a free person, not a fugitive. Bless your organs by name while you bless your ancestors by name, refusing shame for either prayer, heart. You are not doomed to repeat failure. You are strengthened. Lungs. You are not rehearsing fear. You are wide with peace. Pancreas. You are steady and wise. Joints. You are lubricated by hope. Skin. You are calm at the boundary of my life. Brain. You are clear. Nerves. You are soothed. As you speak, imagine these blessings traveling backward as honor to the ones who longed for this day, and forward as gifts to those who will never know the battles you ended in private. There may be artifacts in your house, pill bottles that outlasted prescriptions, diaries marked by pain words, framed photos from hospital beds. Handle them like liturgy. Thank God for the grace that carried your family through those hours. Then decide what remains as testimony and what must leave as permission for grief to end. Perhaps you keep one photo to remind you of courage and discard the scripts that kept fear employed. Perhaps you write a letter to a late grandparent, we bless your fight. And we finish the part you asked heaven to finish. Finally, seal this moment with forgiveness that flows in every direction. Forgive the systems that failed, the doctors who didn't know, the relatives who spoke fear because fear spoke first to them. Forgive your own body for mirroring what it saw. Then welcome the mantle of first fruits. You are the beginning of a new harvest in your house. Think of nieces and nephews who will grow up hearing a different family sentence. We are the people who heal. We are the people who keep hope. Let your spine rise at that thought. Let your breathing deepen. The story has turned, and you get to live it forward lighter, truer, crowned with mercy that runs in the blood. You have worn names that were never yours. Chronic, degenerative, untreatable, psychosomatic. They were placed on you like tags on luggage. And after years of travel, you started to believe the tag was the suitcase. The suitcase was the journey. The journey was you. Hear this in the core of your being. A diagnosis can describe experience, but it may not define identity. You are not the sum of symptoms. You are not the echo of a chart. You are not a percentage point in a study. You are a chosen one. And chosen ones do not belong to labels. Labels bow to the name that called you by your true name before pain ever spoke. Look gently at the agreements you signed without knowing a frown you adopted as a forecast. A doctor's tone that settled into your bones. A relative's story that became your ceiling. Agreements hide in small sentences. It's just how I am. This always comes back. My body never cooperates. These lines become contracts in the nervous system and your biology. The faithful servant that it is honors them like orders. Today, you are invited to dissolve those contracts by truth, to close the accounts that keep billing you for a past you didn't choose. Begin with your tongue. Speak life where silence surrendered. Say aloud, I bless my body to heal. I break agreement with despair. I cut ties with every verdict that isn't God's voice. Your words are not decoration, they are direction. They tell your cells which way the river flows. Fear has been your untrained foreman, barking tasks your frame cannot perform. It is time to hire a new supervisor, truth braided with mercy, conviction braided with hope. Bring the labels into the light one by one. Hold them without hatred. Thank them for the clarity they tried to provide. Then release them from authority. A label can inform care. It must not imprison destiny. Imagine a counter at the edge of your inner courthouse. You slide the old contracts across self-curse, resignation, catastrophizing, and the clerk of heaven stamps them cancelled. Satisfied, null. The gavel falls, and the jurisdiction changes. It is written in the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 17. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every tongue raised against you in judgment you shall condemn. This heritage of my servants, their righteousness from me. Let heritage sink in. Heritage means this verdict precedes your symptoms and outlives them. Tongues that rose against you include internal tongues, your own looping thoughts. You condemn them not with rage, but with accurate authority. That sentence is not from God. That forecast is not my future. That dread is not my teacher. As you practice this, chemistry begins to shift. Muscles unclench, and your immune system stops attacking the house it guards. Now touch the deeper vows I'll never hope again. I deserve this. If I'm well, I'll be abandoned. These are not mere phrases, they are padlocks. Ask the Spirit to place the right key in your hand. The right key might be forgiveness you withheld from yourself. It might be courage to rest without guilt. It might be permission to stop performing wellness for an audience. Turn the key. Hear the click. Feel the gate swing. When a flare rises like a sudden storm, do not turn against your own body. Say, I see the wave, but I am not the wave. I bless the processes that protect me. I speak order to inflammation, peace to the nerves, clarity to the mind. If necessary, take your medicine with faith instead of fear. Help is help. And God is not threatened by tools. He gave wisdom to design. You are not proving anything. You are partnering with goodness in every form it arrives. Be specific about what you release. I release the identity of the afflicted. I release the identity of the fragile. I release the need to be rescued from my own days. And be specific about what you receive. I receive the name beloved. I receive the name resilient. I receive the courage to steward a healed life. Watch how even posture responds. Chin lifts, spine lengthens, shoulders widen for breath. Comment, I revoke. Those 2 words are a signature. You are signing the cancellation orders for every false agreement with pain and prognosis. You are saying to your nervous system, to your habits, to the atmosphere around your days, the contract is over. Expect your body to test the new boundary. Old loops may knock to see if anyone answers. Smile and keep the door closed. Repeat your true name. Bless your hours. Walk forward. Not as a defendant awaiting sentence, but as an heir walking into their inheritance with steady steps and a quiet heart. There is a realm where accusations collect like dust on old ledgers, where every careless word, bitter vow, and hidden compromise is catalogued as a claim against your peace. You have felt the pressure of that realm, condemnation humming like a low voltage, shame tightening the throat, cycles repeating with eerie precision. But today, you step into a higher court. The judge is also your father. The advocate is also your brother. The verdict has already been written in blood. And when you align with it, the enemy's legal footing dissolves under his feet. Begin with the simple courage of truth. Name what you know places you crossed your own boundaries. Moments you agreed with despair. Resentment you nursed like a pet. Doors left open to fear because fear felt familiar. This is not a performance of guilt. This is the honesty that disarms darkness. You say, I repent, meaning I turn. I withdraw consent from lies that promised safety and delivered bondage. I return to the one whose kindness leads me home. Forgiveness now enters as a key, not a feeling. You forgive those who injured you, some with scalpels of malice, some with the clumsiness of their own pain. You forgive not because their actions were small, but because your freedom is large. Then you forgive yourself for the ways you coped, for the words you spoke over your own body, for the years you survived by bracing. As forgiveness moves, the case file thins. Pages that once testified against you go blank in your hands. Doors that creaked with accusations swing without a sound. The ancient words recorded in Colossians, chapter 2, verse 14, cancelled the record of debt which stood against us. He took it away, nailed it to the cross. Let cancelled sink beneath your skin. You do not negotiate with a cancelled debt. You do not apologize to a chain that has been cut. You simply step out of it. Now, speak to the places where the enemy argued he had rights, generational scripts, habitual compromises, agreements with self-contempt. Say aloud, I break your claim in the name of Jesus. I revoke your assignment. You have no further permission. Feel the air clear. Feel your chest widen for breath that tastes like new weather. Surrender is not the loss of agency. It is the restoration of rightful order. As you surrender your story to the one who authored it, the borderlines of your life become clear. You say yes where heaven says yes, no where heaven says no. You return what is not yours to carry and reclaim what is dignity. Boundaries, time redeemed. In this order, the enemy finds no foothold. His favorite perches, hidden offense, secret envy. Bitter rehearsals lose their purchase. The rehearsal ends, the stage is cleared, a truer script begins. There may be reparations to make, not to earn forgiveness. but to embody it. A message sent, an apology offered, a resource returned, a boundary drawn with calm resolve. These small obediences slam windows the wind kept rattling. Your physiology notices. Inflammation eases, sleep deepens. The nervous system no longer divides energy between healing and hiding. You become whole in the light because you have nothing left to conceal. Watch how peace becomes governance, not just a pleasant moment. You no longer debate whether you are loved, you operate from it. You no longer barter with dread, you decline its meeting requests. Your body, once a courthouse where accusations echoed, turns into a sanctuary where worship echoes instead. And worship is not music alone, it is the posture of trust in action, the way you eat, rest, speak, and steward your hours like someone who belongs to a good king. If this has lifted a weight from your sternum, receive it as an invitation to walk differently, not to impress heaven, but to agree with it. When old accusations knock, you will not open the door out of reflex. You will answer through the peephole with the truth paid in full. When old shame offers you the costume you used to wear, you will smile and leave it on the hanger. Costumes itch, freedom fits. And if this message has been good company on your way out of old courts and into new covenant, I'll ask this gently if it serves you. Like this message, share it with someone who needs the sound of cancelled. And subscribe so this river of peace can keep finding you on the days you forget the verdict. No pressure, only a hand extended for the journey. You walk now with a steadier gait. The adversary lost his paperwork. Your body hears the dismissal and relaxes its guard. You are not the defendant in this story. You are the beloved heir, learning to inhabit a kingdom that cannot be shaken, where mercy is the law and healing is the ordinary way the days unfold. You have learned to bless your body. Now you train your mind to speak the same language. Healing is not only an event in your tissues, healing is a government in your thoughts. Your neural pathways have been carved by survival scanning for danger, rehearsing worst-case scenarios, forecasting relapse because relapse has visited before. You do not shame yourself for this. You simply recognize the map you have been using and lay a truer map over it, thought by thought. You align with the peace your body has begun to know. Begin with your inner narrator. Notice how it interprets small sensations. A twinge becomes catastrophe. A yawn becomes failure. A delay becomes doom. You will not argue with the narrator. You will retrain it. When a twinge comes, you will say, "This is information, not a verdict." When fatigue visits, you will say, "I am not broken, I am being signaled to rest." When a plan shifts, you will say, "Flexibility is not loss, it is wisdom choosing the better road." Each sentence is a rail laid for your thoughts to travel toward calm rather than panic. Practice the discipline of attention. Fear expands whatever you stare at. Gratitude enlarges what you bless. Set time aside, seconds, not hours, to name 3 evidences of goodness: a breath that went deeper than yesterday, a conversation that did not spike your heart, a night where sleep found you sooner. These are not sentimental crumbs, they are anchors for your brain. The hippocampus stores them, the amygdala learns from them. Your future self benefits from the archive of peace you are building. Your words shape internal weather. Speak out loud, even if softly, so your ears can join your faith. I am safe in God. My body is learning wellness. My mind is sound and clear. This is not denial of pain. It is refusal to let pain author the whole book. Your mind becomes a steward rather than a siren, curious, compassionate, present. The ancient words recorded in Romans chapter 12, verse 2, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God." Let renewing be daily and specific. Renewing looks like pausing before old spirals, breathing to the bottom of your lungs, and asking, "What is true right now?" Often the answer is simple: I am breathing, I am held, I have choices. From these truths, you choose a next right thing. Drink water, step outside, send the text, take the medicine, return to prayer. Transformation is rarely a flare of fireworks. It is 1,000 steady sparks that light a new path. Create new associations for old triggers. If the calendar date of a past crisis makes your chest harden, plan something gentle on that day: a walk under trees, a meal with kind eyes at the table, a psalm read aloud. If a room in your house remembers panic, change what it hosts, add light. Open the window, place a chair for quiet. Your mind is not a tyrant, it is plastic, teachable, responsive to repeated gestures of hope. Guard your inputs like a gatekeeper. Many voices love the sound of urgency. Few carry the weight of wisdom. Limit narratives that baptize fear. Choose stories that tell the truth about struggle and also the truth about endurance. Let scripture, true friendship, and honest art become the triad that tunes your inner ear. Your mind is a garden. What you plant will grow. When setbacks come, and some will, you will not declare, "I am back at zero." You will say, "I am learning under pressure. My roots go deeper in wind." You will mark progress by trajectory, not by a single day's weather. You will judge your thoughts by their fruit. Do they produce courage, clarity, compassion? Keep those. Do they produce dread, contempt, self-erasure? Replace those firmly, kindly, again and again. Teach your body-brain partnership to rest. Practice a simple rhythm. Inhale, peace. Exhale, tension. Inhale, presence. Exhale, hurry. Pair these breaths with words: here, now, with God. After minutes of this, open a notebook and let your mind empty its loops onto paper without judgment. What is written loses power to haunt. On the page, chaos becomes a list becomes steps, steps become doable. Honor the pace of mastery. New neural paths are like faint trails that strengthen with use. Each time you choose a thought aligned with truth, you thicken the trail. Each time you refuse a lie, you let the old path grow over. In weeks, the forest changes. In months, the landscape favors life. You are not failing when you must repeat yourself. You are laying track for a lifetime of soundness. Finally, bless your mind as a temple, not a courtroom. A temple welcomes presence, holds beauty, and hosts songs. Let beauty in sun on a wall. A generous phrase, the color of fruit. Let presence stay small, prayers at odd hours, gratitude whispered in the hall. Let songs rise, hum them if words are scarce. You are being transformed, not by strain, but by steady renewal. Keep company with peace until peace becomes your first language. Tonight you speak to matter with the authority of mercy, not with strain, not with superstition, with clarity. Your mouth becomes a tuning fork, and your body listens. Begin at the frame bones. Hear me. You are temples of endurance, lattices of light. I bless your density, your alignment, your union at every joint. Vertebrae, stack in peace. Discs, rehydrate and cushion. Knees, hips, shoulders receive oil for movement and strength without grind. Hands, become steady instruments. Feet, become sure foundations. Every place that clicks from old impact learns a new song glide. Not grind, stability. Not seize. Now, muscles and tendons. Faithful laborers, often asked to carry what worry dropped, release bracing and retain strength. Fibers, lengthen smoothly. Micro tears, mend lactic echoes. Clear, ligaments, hold with wisdom, neither lax nor locked, but true. I decree circulation like a river after winter, free of debris, faithful to its banks, oxygen in, waste out, heart working with rhythm, not rush. Blood pressure, find your rightful range. Inflammation, calm your red flags and speak only when real danger knocks. Pain, reduce to information and cease being a tyrant. Skin, our boundary with the world. I bless your calm. Histamine, sit down unless truly summoned. Dermis and epidermis, knit and clear. Itch, cool. Rash, resolve. Old scars, soften your edges and tell redemption's version of the story. Hair and nails, receive strong roots and honest growth. Sweat, regulate, pause, breathe. Let the whole surface of this temple declare safety. Nervous system, I speak order. Sympathetic, thank you for speed when it serves. Now stand at ease. Parasympathetic, shepherd the flock of calm through brain and belly. Vagus nerve, be like a river of gentleness. Brain, be bright and unafraid. Neurotransmitters, balance your conversation. Serotonin, dopamine, GABA, no shouting, no sulking, just harmony for focus. Joy and rest. Eyes, see clearly. Jaw, unclench. Ears, tune to wisdom and tune out panic. Tongue, carry truth without harm. Hormones, I bless your timing. Thyroid, set the pace to calling, not to chaos. Adrenals, end the siege and return to daily kindness. Pancreas, measure sweetness with precision. Insulin, act with dignity. For women, cycles, be dignified. Cramps, be quiet. Flow, be balanced. Ovaries and womb, be honored space for life or for healing rest. For men, vitality, be clean and steady, not frantic nor fading. Liver, process burdens without bitterness. Kidneys, rinse gently and completely. Gut lining, seal, microbiome, become a choir of peace. Absorption, be wise, as the prophet wrote in the scroll of Ezekiel, chapter 37, verse 4, dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Let that summons reverberate through marrow, where blood begins, through sockets where joints converse, through arches and wrists and the long roads of the spine. Dry places do not intimidate the one who waters deserts. Hear the word and live. Hear the word and align. Hear the word and carry glory without collapse. Now turn to the night. Sleep. Come like a faithful friend. Circadian gates. Swing open at evening and close at dawn. Melatonin. Rise on time. Cortisol. Bow to morning and retire at dusk. Dreams. Be clean. Instructive. Untangled from terror. Nightmares. Cease. Bruxism. Stop. Restless legs. Be still. Breath. Remain wide. Heart. Keep slow clocks. Temperature. Settle for comfort. In the silence of the dark. Let restoration work without witness, but with power protein synthesis. Tissue repair. Memory sorting. Immune wisdom, sharpening its discernment. Speak to the immune system with clarity. Guard without assaulting the house you guard. T cells and B cells. Learn friend from foe with precision. Cytokines. Quiet storms, unless danger warrants rain. Allergies. Reduce your shouting to a measured signal. Autoimmune confusion. End. Self-recognition. Return. I bless recovery after illness to be swift, clean, and complete. Now decree over movement gait. Be even, posture. Be open and dignified, balance. Be trustworthy. Over appetite and nourishment, cravings. Align with what gives life. Satiety. Arrive on time. Hydration. Sink deep. Over the senses, smell and taste. Report true, touch. Be both gentle and brave. Finally, speak identity so the body knows its king. I am a temple, not a battleground. I am under blessing, not under curse. I walk with a shepherd, not with a whip. My frame is for praise, for kindness, for assignment fulfilled without self-erasure. I steward. I do not strive. I receive. I do not beg. I bless. I do not blame. Seal it with breath, slow in, slower out. Picture these decrees settling like seeds into good soil, watered by consistency, warmed by hope. In the coming hours, partner with the words you've spoken, gentle movement, clean water, quieter inputs, honest no's, grateful yeses. Your body is listening, your night is listening, and the Lord who watches your lying down and your rising is delighted to make these decrees become your daily life. Comment 444 to mark agreement with these decrees. 3 4s like 3 pillars bones. Skin and sleep steady, aligned and at rest under the government of peace. Strength returns like sunrise, quiet at first, then undeniable. You notice it in the ordinary, the way stairs no longer feel like a verdict, the way mornings stop arguing with you, the way laughter doesn't leave you winded. Steward this, chosen one. New strength is not for sprinting back into old patterns. It is for walking a new path without collapsing. You are learning cadence, how to carry calling with breath left over, how to honor the limits that protect your longevity, how to say yes with a spine and no without shame. Begin with a simple liturgy of your day. morning light on your face, water that wakes your cells, a slow breath to the bottom of your lungs. Speak blessing over the body parts that once begged for mercy: knees, back, gut, mind, and notice how they answer with cooperation instead of complaint. Midday pause before you push. Let food be fuel, not a negotiation. Stretch out the places that used to brace. Evening land the plane early. Choose quiet inputs. Let sleep find you without having to chase it down. This is not rigidity, it is rhythm. And rhythm protects what miracles begin. Guard your yes as a resource. Strength will attract invitations, good ones, noble ones, endless ones. But every yes costs you something. Ask, is this mine to carry? Is this aligned with my assignment or borrowed from someone else's? Learning to walk in new strength means refusing to prove the miracle by overusing it. You are not obligated to demonstrate wellness by working double. You are invited to demonstrate wisdom by pacing hope. Rebuild capacity with the tenderness of a craftsman. Start light. Repeat true. Increase slowly. 5 minutes of walking becomes 8, then 12. 2 sets of gentle movement become 3. A focused hour becomes 2, with rest between. Let progress be measured by consistency more than intensity. Intensity can dazzle and then deplete. Consistency builds a floor you can stand on. As was spoken in the book of Nehemiah, chapter 8, verse 10, do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. Let joy set the tone of your effort. Joy doesn't mean noise, it means a current beneath the action, a warmth that keeps the engine from seizing. If an activity steals your joy to purchase accomplishment, renegotiate the price or release the task. Your strength will multiply under joy's governance and wither under resentment's whip. Keep short accounts with your body. Check in without suspicion. How's my breath? How's my jaw? Is my posture open? Do I need water? Protein. A stretch. A walk outside. This is not hypervigilance, it is shepherding. When your body says enough, believe it. When it says more, give it gradually. You are partners now, spirit, soul, and body co-authoring days that honor purpose. Retrain your metrics for success. Not, did I do everything but, did I do the right things in the right spirit? Not, did I avoid all symptoms but, did I stay aligned when they spoke? Measure by obedience, by peace kept, by kindness held when pressure rose. Wins counted this way, accumulate quietly and build a life that doesn't topple under weather. Expect tests without catastrophizing them. A late night, a hard conversation, a crowded room may stir old echoes. Meet them with what you've learned. Breathe low and slow. Widen your attention. Find the floor with your feet. Bless the systems to calm. If you need a pause, take it before the cliff. If you need help, ask early, not after the crash. Humility is a strength strategy. It buys you tomorrow. Feed your strength. Eat colors that grew under sun. Add salt when sweat asks. Respect protein for repair and fiber for flow. Drink water like you intend to be alive for a long time. Move in ways that make you want to move again tomorrow. Walk. Stretch. Strengthen. Dance. Let the body remember it was designed for good work and good rest, not for penance. Set boundaries like gentle fences, not barbed wire. Protect mornings that tune you. Guard evenings that restore you. Limit voices that confuse you. Invite people who return you to yourself, those who delight in your pace. Not only in your output, tell the truth about your capacity before you run out of it. When you must disappoint someone to remain faithful to what God gave you, choose faithfulness. Keep beauty in reach. A window you look out of. A song that lifts your chest. A phrase on the wall that reminds you who you are when fatigue tries to rename you. Beauty is not optional decor. It is medicine for attention and a tutor for hope. Let it keep you soft while you grow strong. Finally, remember why strength returned. Not so you can finally become enough, but so you can simply be who you are without constant interruption present. Generous, rooted, walk lightly, but do not hide. Walk steadily, but do not harden. Walk with your eyes up, your shoulders open, your pace honest. This is what healed looks like on ordinary streets, not a spectacle, but a life that carries peace into every room and has energy left to love at day's end. You begin to perceive your body not as a problem to solve, but as a sanctuary to steward. The shift is quiet and seismic. Where you once checked for what was wrong, you now attend to what is holy. Breath becomes incense. Posture becomes altar. The cadence of your steps feels like liturgy in motion. You do not need a stage to glow. You carry a flame that does not shout and yet refuses to be ignored. Rooms adjust when you enter, not because of force, but because peace has weight and light has a way of revealing exits and opening windows. Consider how a temple holds both fire and order. There is a lamp that never goes out, and there are simple routines that keep it burning, oil replenished, wicks trimmed, ashes cleared. You tend your inner lamp the same way: hydration, rest, movement, honest words, quiet with God so the flame stays steady. This is not superstition. It is reverence in practical clothes. Your decisions become matches struck for the sake of clarity. Your boundaries become door frames that usher people into safety rather than shut them out in fear. Light does what truth does. It reveals what is without humiliation. Fire does what love does. It purifies without destroying the precious. When someone burdened sits beside you, you notice how your calm lends their nervous system a blueprint it forgot. The body speaks body, and yours says, "We are safe. We do not have to hurry to be loved. We can breathe here." This is ministry by proximity, the quiet miracle of a regulated presence. No performance, only presence, no spotlight, only steady glow. You begin to carry authority, not as volume, but as alignment. Authority sounds like simple sentences that open locked interiors. We can slow down. We can forgive. We can choose clarity. You do not brandish them. You breathe them. The lamp in you teaches your eyes to see details others miss. Who is sitting against the wall because the room overwhelms them? Who laughs too loud to hide fatigue? Who is one gentle question away from laying down their armor? Your attention becomes hospitality, and people feel found rather than fixed. The Apostle reminds us in his letter to the Corinthians, chapter 6, verse 19, "Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom you have received from God? Let temple settle into your bones." Temple means hosting. Temple means room prepared. Temple means ordinary materials fused to holy purpose. You do not despise the clay because the treasure is inside. You honor the clay because the treasure lives there. You dress, feed, and rest the temple not out of vanity, but out of stewardship. You bless scars as testimonies and weaknesses as places where strength learned humility. You stop negotiating with shame about your frame. The spirit, not shame, gets the final word on worth. Fire also means guidance. Pillar by night, cloud by day, direction that protects pace. You learn to be led from the inside. Pause here. Speak there. Stay a little longer with this person. Leave early from that confusion. Your body participates in discernment, a tightening that says no, an opening that says yes. You test these signals in prayer, and over time your trust increases. This is not impulsivity, it is intimacy. The lamp within lights the next step, not the entire road. And that is enough. You walk by light you actually have. As you travel, you notice healing overflow. A child mimics your slow breath and calms. A friend eats without fear because you chose joy over judgment at the table. Someone messages to say, "I slept after hearing your voice, bless the night." You did not plan outcomes. You carried a presence that made outcomes possible. This is the secret of torchbearers. They don't chase darkness with arguments. They bring a flame and let sight do its quiet work. And because you are a temple, you understand seasons. There are days to welcome crowds and days to close the gates for cleansing. There are moments to pour out and hours to refill the oil. You do not apologize for tending the lamp without oil. The flame lies. You craft small rituals that keep you true sitting in morning light. Hands open for a minute of yielding, speaking one psalm aloud, blessing your feet before you go. You collect beauty like bread color. Birdsong, a sentence that feels like a bell, and let it feed the parts of you that labor in silence. The world will measure heat by spectacle and brightness by noise. You will measure by fruit peace that lingers, kindness that endures, self-control that frees, courage that does not humiliate. Your body, a temple of fire and light, becomes a place of exchange where heaviness trades for hope and confusion trades for clarity. You are not the source, you are the lampstand. You keep the wicks trimmed. You guard the oil. You make room in your day for the Holy One who chose to dwell. And then you simply walk, carrying quiet sunrises into every corridor you enter. Your story has edges that used to cut you. Now those same edges become facets that catch and throw light. What tried to silence you becomes the very sound that unlocks prisons in other people. Testimony is not boasting about survival, it is naming the one who walked you out, so others can see the door too. You are not required to dramatize or diminish, just tell the truth with mercy in your voice. Tell it like a steady lantern held at chest height, not blinding, not timid, simply faithful. Begin where you once hid the panic in the midnight hours, the flare that ruined plans, the sentence a doctor spoke that stuck to your ribs for months. Name it plainly. Then name what happened next, not instant perfection, but the slow, sovereign rethreading of your day's breath returned. Sleep softened, boundaries formed, forgiveness flowed, hope learned to walk instead of sprint. When you tell it this way, you do not promise an easy road, you demonstrate a real one. Your testimony is not just for microphones. It lives in small rooms, a waiting area where someone's knee bounces with fear, a kitchen table where a friend confesses they're tired of being tired, a message you send when you sense someone slipping under. You do not audit their faith or fix their pace. You offer presence and the story you carry. Presence tells their nervous system it is safe to breathe. Story tells their spirit it is possible to live. As was spoken in the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 11, they overcame him by the Lamb's blood, by the word of their testimony, not loving life unto death. Let overcame settle on your tongue. Overcame does not mean you never felt fear again. It means fear lost the right to steer. Overcame does not mean you never faced symptoms again. It means symptoms no longer authored your identity. The blood speaks forgiveness and authority. Your testimony agrees with that speech in public and in private. Together, they disarm accusation and dismantle despair. You are learning to wield your story like a healing instrument. Some need the melody of it, how you moved from dread to quiet. Others need the rhythm practices that made room for peace. 5 slow breaths. A gentler evening. The permission to say no. Still others need the lyrics, words that change the weather inside you. I belong to the Lord. I revoke the verdict of doom. I bless my body to heal. Share what actually helped. Gloss is not required. Honesty is. Guard humility while you speak. Testimony is not a podium for ego. It is an altar for gratitude. Say the sentence out loud before you walk into a room. This is about the giver, not the gift. This is about the healer, not the healed. Then watch how pressure leaves, how your words land softer, how the person across from you opens without feeling measured. Humility creates the space where miracles like to visit. Expect resistance, but don't dramatize it. Not everyone will celebrate. Some will misunderstand. A few may mock. You do not need to argue. You are a witness, not a prosecutor. Simply keep your lane. Tell what you saw, what you heard, what changed. The results are not your assignment. Faithfulness is. And in faithfulness, impact multiplies quietly. One person sleeps because you taught them to bless the night. They teach their child. That child grows up unafraid of darkness. This is how testimonies move through generations like good rumor. Carry practical kindness with your words. When someone asks for prayer, pray then. Even if briefly, Father, bring peace to their body now. Align what is misaligned. Calm what is inflamed. And let them feel your nearness. When someone needs a next step, offer one that respects their reality. A drink of water, a walk in air, a call to a wise clinician, a psalm whispered on repeat. Heaven is not threatened by help. Heaven often moves through it. If this message steadies your grip on the story you carry, I want to invite you to let it breathe beyond this page if it serves you. Like this message, share it with someone who needs a witness right now. And subscribe so these steadying words keep meeting you on the days you doubt your own light. And let's make room for others. Write a comment so your voice joins the chorus. Comment, my story heals. Why those 3 words? Because they turn memory into ministry. They say, I refuse to waste what hurt me. I will sow it as hope. They remind you that healing is not a private trophy, but a public torch. And they tell someone scrolling in the dark, you're not alone. And the door you need might be right here, in a testimony you haven't read yet. Your story is a key. Hold it where others can see, and watch locks begin to turn. You have crossed out of survival and into stewardship. Now you learn the art of remaining clear when the world blurs. remaining rested when the culture runs, remaining healed while headlines catechize fear. Staying whole is not hiding from life, it is living aligned in the middle of it. You begin by naming your non-negotiables, the guardrails that keep the miracle from being siphoned by hurry or hostility. Morning light on your face, honest food, water as covenant with your future, movement that gives more energy than it takes, sleep honored as sacred appointment. These are not luxuries, they are liturgy. Order your inputs like a curator, not a consumer. Your attention is a garden, weeds arrive uninvited. Beauty requires choosing. The news cycle is built to spike adrenaline, scan, don't soak. Social feeds amplify comparison, bless and move on. Keep a small circle of voices that bring you back to center, scripture that steadies. Friends who tell the truth gently. Art that opens your lungs. Make a simple rule that protects your nervous system. No flood first thing in the morning. No frenzy last thing at night. You are teaching your chemistry to keep Sabbath even on ordinary Tuesdays. Plan for pressure the way wise cities plan for weather. Create a relapse response before you need it if symptoms rise. You slow your schedule. Call the friend who prays calm. Step outside. Drink water. Speak the sentences that have kept you. I am safe in God. My body remembers peace. This wave will pass. Put helps in reach supplements you tolerate. Stretches that unlock your back. A psalm marked and ready. Preparedness is not pessimism. It is kindness to your future self. Guard boundaries with softness and spine. When a demand arrives that costs your center, you do not explain your worth. You state your capacity. I don't have room for that this week. I can help for 30 minutes. I'm not the right person for this request. The people meant for your life will learn your pace. The ones who only love your output will fall away without you having to wrestle them. Your body will thank you with steadier pulses and quieter nights. Practice micro-Sabbaths woven into the day. 2 minutes of stillness between meetings. 3 long breaths in the car before you open the door. A slow walk around the block after dinner. 5 minutes with your phone in another room while you look out a window and let your eyes touch distance. These small rests stitch your hours together so stress cannot tear them. You are not escaping responsibility. You are escorting responsibility with wisdom. The Spirit spoke through the prophet Jeremiah. Chapter 30, verse 17. But I will restore you to health and heal your wounds, declares the Lord. Let restore and heal become verbs that continue in present tense. Restoration is not a moment frozen in amber. It is a governance that keeps choosing you. You cooperate by keeping your inner courts clean, quick forgiveness when offense knocks, quick honesty when pride puffs, quick repairs when words land hard. You are not trying to be flawless. You are staying permeable to grace. Honor immune stewardship without baptizing fear. Wash your hands. Yes, but also wash your mind of catastrophic scripts. Eat to feed resilience, not to punish appetite, colors, fiber, protein, minerals, enough salt for strength. Stand in sunlight and let your skin remember the world is larger than rooms. Move blood through muscle so your lymph can carry away yesterday's smoke. Laugh on purpose. Laughter oxygenates more than a treadmill sometimes. And joy is a disinfectant despair cannot tolerate. When travel or crowds press your margins, make tiny adjustments, extra water, earlier nights, a quiet corner between sessions, headphones with steady music, a verse in your pocket. If illness visits your home, meet it with compassion and order help where you can. Rest when you must. Refuse spirals. You are not fragile. You are faithful. Faithful people pace. Keep your life porous to beauty. Fresh flowers even when nothing is special. A tidy nightstand. A sentence on a sticky note. Breathe like someone who belongs. This is not aesthetic vanity. It is wayfinding. Beauty keeps you facing the light when shadows try to parade as facts. Rehearse your identity proactively. Say who you are when you feel well, so it's familiar when you feel thin. I am beloved, resourced, and steady. My body is a temple, not a court of appeals. Peace is my normal. Write it where you see it. Your nervous system learns by repetition. Give it songs worth remembering. Finally, refuse to measure health by the absence of challenge. Measure it by the presence of wisdom under pressure, kindness under inconvenience, and hope under headlines. You will have days where your pace slows and nights where your prayer is a sigh. That is not failure, that is being human while held. You are staying healed in a world that forgets how that makes you a quiet revolution wherever you stand. You stand at the edge of the road you once crawled, and you are not the same. Your gait is steady, your breath unhurried, your eyes bright with a light that did not come from you, but now belongs to you. The days that trained you to brace have become the forge that set your spine straight. The hours that tried to rename you have failed. You know who you are. You were not gathered for survival alone. You were gathered for coronation and commissioning. The crown is not metal. It is clarity. The robe is not velvet. It is authority wrapped in gentleness. You are God's chosen one, restored by mercy, sealed by presence, and sent as a healer into ordinary streets. Receive it fully. Your life is not an accident. Your region is not random. Your circle is not coincidence. You have been placed like seed in soil that needs exactly what you carry: peace that does not blink, kindness that does not condescend, patience that does not perform. You are a balm in human form. Your nervous system is a sanctuary that lends calm to nervous systems near you. Your story is a door. Others will walk through it and discover courage standing on the other side, waiting with outstretched hands. You carry oil, not the spectacle of it, the substance of it. Oil for heads burdened by invisible weights, oil for hearts that forgot their rhythm, oil for rooms where the air feels stale with fear. When you speak, you will not aim for applause, you will aim for alignment. Your sentences will be simple and clean, like water offered to someone who has forgotten the taste of thirst being met. You will not fix people, you will hold space where God becomes undeniable. You will not grasp for results, you will bear fruit by remaining rooted. As was spoken in the first letter of Peter, chapter 2, verse 9, but you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. Let those words fit your bones. Royal does not mean loud, it means aligned. Priesthood does not mean pedestal, it means bridge. Holy does not mean distant, it means available to God for love's work. You declare praise not only with songs but with posture, the way you listen without rushing, the way you bless without boasting, the way you stand unshaken when storms pitch their case. You will walk into hospitals and not be swallowed by the smell of antiseptic. You will breathe and remember that healing is already in the room. You will sit quietly with the friend who has only questions and be unafraid to say, "I don't know, but I will stay." You will pray in hallways and whisper in kitchens and write notes that feel like anchors. Your touch will be gentle, your words precise, your presence restful. You will love people into remembering their own worth. Your authority will increase when you choose hiddenness over hype. You will bless the one in front of you without calculating the crowd behind them. You will celebrate small restorations as if they were headlines, because heaven throws a feast for even the first step home. You will resist cynicism like a diet you refuse to eat. You will keep your lamp trimmed and your wicks honest. And your heart will not grow hard from the disappointments that visit all who love deeply. You will stay soft, because softness is not weakness, softness is soil where God grows wonders. You will guard the temple you are with rhythms that keep you available, rest that is loyal, food that is friendly, movement that encourages, prayer that is frequent and unforced. You will confess quickly when pride knocks, and forgive quickly when wounds weep. You will remember that a healer remains a human. You will cry when it is time to cry, laugh when it is time to laugh, and be silent when silence is the truest medicine. When opposition rises, you will not argue with shadows. You will stand where light stands and let light reveal. When old voices try to rename you, you will answer with the name you know, beloved, commissioned, whole. When fear suggests you are too small, you will agree, and then remember that small in God's hand is enough to move mountains in someone's chest. Now lift your chin. Feel the crown you cannot see and the oil you cannot spill. Step forward as one sent not to conquer rooms, but to keep company with the broken until they remember their song. You are crowned to carry, restored to remain, and sent to serve with a strength that is quiet and a joy that does not run out. Walk on. Your very footsteps begin to sound like healing. Chosen one, take a breath and feel how far you've come. You stood still when the world shouted. You turned toward peace when panic pounded the door. And you kept opening to God's nearness until strength began to feel natural again. This is not a fragile moment, it's a new foundation. Let the quiet inside your chest be the proof. Let the steadiness in your step be the sign. You're not trying to hold on to a feeling, you're learning to live from a new center. Before you go, I want to ask something simple and sincere. If these words have served you, if a line helped you sleep, if a practice softened your evenings, if a prayer brought your breath back, please show a little love tap like so. This message stays within reach when you need to revisit it. It doesn't shout, it just helps the light stay on when the hallway gets dim again. And consider sharing this with someone who's carrying what you used to carry. You know, the one, the friend who keeps saying "I'm fine" with tired eyes. The relative who avoids appointments because fear has been loud. The quiet soul who needs a nudge to hope again. Send this to them as a warm hand on the shoulder, not a lecture. You don't have to add many words. "This got me through a hard night" is often enough to open a door. I'd also love to hear from you. Leave a comment below so your voice joins the chorus. It can be a sentence of thanks, a line from your story, or a small commitment you're making today, breathing slower before I answer, blessing my body tonight, sleeping on time. Your comment does more than mark a moment. It becomes a lantern for someone scrolling in the dark. Proof that healing speaks in many voices and they're not alone. If you want a steady companion for the days ahead, subscribe, not for noise, not for an endless feed, but for timely reminders that return you to what matters: presence over panic, wisdom over hurry, mercy over judgment. Think of it like placing a gentle bell in your week, something that rings when life gets loud and guides you back to center. Finally, honor the gift you've received by living it in small ways. Drink water like you plan to be alive for a long time. Keep a psalm near. Step outside and let the sky reset your scale. Let your yes be honest and your no be kind. Strength, carried this way, becomes contagious. Your room will soften, your people will breathe easier, and you will find yourself smiling at how ordinary healing feels when it finally fits. Thank you for walking this road with courage. Tap like if this blessed you. Share it with the one who came to mind. Leave a comment so your story can steady another heart. And subscribe to keep company with peace in the days to come. You are held. You are resourced. You are ready.